Understanding large language models' application in business revenue growth. What are language models and how do they work? Large language models are advanced artificial intelligence systems that take some input and generate human-like text as a response. They work by first analyzing vast amounts of data and creating an internal structure that models the natural language datasets that they're trained on. Once this internal structure has been developed, the models can then take input in the form of natural language and approximate a good response. If they've been around for so many years, why are they just now making headlines? A few recent advancements have really brought the spotlight to generative AI and large language models. Advancements in techniques over the past few years. There have been significant advancements in the techniques used to train these models, resulting in big leaps in performance. Notably, one of the largest jumps in performance has come from integrating human feedback directly into the training process. Increased accessibility. The release of ChatGPT opened the door for anyone with internet access to interact with one of the most advanced LLMs through a simple web interface. This brought the impressive advancements of LLMs into the spotlight, since previously these more powerful LLMs were only available to researchers with large amounts of resources and those with very deep technical knowledge. Growing computational power. The availability of more powerful computing resources, such as graphics processing units, GPUs, and better data processing techniques allowed researchers to train much larger models, improving the performance of these language models. Improved training data. As we get better at collecting and analyzing large amounts of data, the model performance has improved dramatically. In fact, Databricks showed that you can get amazing results training a relatively small model with a high-quality data set with Dolly. So what are organizations using large language models for? Here are just a few examples of common use cases for large language models. Chatbots and virtual assistants. One of the most common implementations, LLMs can be used by organizations to provide help with things like customer support, troubleshooting, or even having open-ended conversations with user-provided prompts. Code generation and debugging. LLMs can be trained on large amounts of code examples and give useful code snippets as a response to a request written in natural language. With the proper techniques, LLMs can also be built in a way to reference other relevant data that it may not have been trained with, such as a company's documentation, to help provide more accurate responses. Sentiment analysis. Often a hard task to quantify, LLMs can help take a piece of text and gauge emotion and opinions. This can help organizations gather the data and feedback needed to improve customer satisfaction. Text classification and clustering. The ability to categorize and sort large volumes of data enables the identification of common themes and trends, supporting informed decision-making and more targeted strategies. Language translation. Globalize all your content without hours of painstaking work by simply feeding your web pages through the proper LLMs and translating them to different languages. As more LLMs are trained in other languages, quality and availability will continue to improve. Summarization and paraphrasing. Entire customer calls or meetings could be efficiently summarized so that others can more easily digest the content. LLMs can take large amounts of text and boil it down to just the most important bytes. Content generation. Start with a detailed prompt and have an LLM develop an outline for you. Then continue on with those prompts and LLMs can generate a good first draft for you to build off. Use them to brainstorm ideas, and ask the LLM questions to help you draw inspiration from. Note, most LLMs are not trained to be fact machines. They know how to use language, but they might not know who won the big sporting event last year. It's always important to fact-check and understand the responses before using them as a reference. Thank you for watching. If you like, please subscribe, like and share.